Hello, how's everyone doing? Let me make sure everything is working because, you know, there's always something. Okay, it looks like everything is the same. I hope. Okay, hello, how's everyone doing? I'm hoping to stream at least 2 or 3 hours. We will see. Today we are following up on what we were doing yesterday, which was following Flappy Bird clone tutorials. The tutorial I followed yesterday, it had the spirit, but it worked for the guy. It didn't work for me. I removed stuff. It kind of worked, and also it just didn't do how I wanted it to do. What I wanted it to do. Wow, that's a lot of to-dos. But I found another tutorial. I've already watched it, and looks like it's perfect for what I want to do. It's also, let me see, I have this on my iPad. It's also 2 months old, so it shouldn't have anything outdated like the other one had outdated stuff in it, stuff that doesn't exist in GDevelop anymore, so I had to guess. So it should be better. I have the tutorial pinned in the chat box while we're streaming. I'll try and remember on the YouTube side to pin it in the comments. Actually, let me see if you could post comments while it's still streaming, so I don't forget. Doesn't look like I could put comments till after the stream is over. Okay, that's what I figured. I'll try and remember to pin the tutorial I am following then, when I end the stream. It is by Victress Games. Apparently I was already subscribed to him and I forgot. But the tutorial was good and we're going to follow it. It's a nearly 20-minute tutorial and I'm going to have to pause a lot. So this is going to be a very long tutorial following. You can tell I edit my audio, my voiceovers, because I mess everything up when I speak. But I'm excited to try this one out, because it looks like it would be better than what the other one was doing anyway. Because I have a different vision for this Flappy Bird clone idea than a normal Flappy Bird anyway. I don't want to have like stuff on the top and the bottom. I only want to be on the bottom with maybe some enemies flying on the top you don't want to run into. So yeah, this is better. Come on, microphone. You can do it. I suppose we should get started. I did make some art. I only made one thing. I wanted to make a few things just so it's not hideous, but we only got one thing, but we'll survive. No, not Twitch streaming. YouTube streaming for this one. Okay. Well, the YouTube streaming looks very uninspired. Do I still have the background thingy here? I do. I'm gonna make this a little smaller just so it's not so sad to look at. There we go. That's better. Okay, so let me put in the... Actually, wait, no. this is the first one that I was following, and let's just show you what it looked like. See, that is not what I wanted. And I only got it to spawn by removing some of the code the guy put in, which worked for him. And also, look what... No. But I didn't like how it just, like, spawns in at random over there anyway, because you can see it popping in the screen, and that's not believable. I kind of liked the way I saw this other tutorial do better. But instead of making a new file, I just have this being Flappy Bird test, and I will just add a new scene. Okay, so this first one that I did is tutorial 1, and I am going to now go into tutorial 2. Close tutorial 1 because we're not touching that one again. And we're gonna follow this one and just see how it goes. I figured, why make a bunch of files when I can just make a bunch of scenes within a file for each tutorial I follow, then I can see what works, what doesn't, you know, put it all in one spot. Easier to look at, because if I had separate files, I can't have separate files open, which is annoying. Also, why is my nose bothering me? Okay, so I suppose we should just start. I'll make the music. I think it should be fine. Let's see.
In this video, I will show you how to create the game Flappy Bird using only...
You should be able to hear what I'm doing. But I want to be able to focus, so I have my headphones like behind my ears. But yeah, let's just get started.
In this video, I will show you how to create the game Flappy Bird using only 10 lines of code. But first, do you know the story behind the game? Flappy Bird was created by a Vietnamese developer in just 3 days, and it was released in May of 2013 on the Apple App Store as a free-to-play game with ads. Flappy Bird's design is minimalistic. You simply tap to flap, avoid the pipes, and of course, try to get a higher score than your friends. Flappy Bird had very few players until it unexpectedly went viral in January of 2014. It quickly climbed to the top of the app charts and reportedly earned the creator $50,000 a day from ads. But this success came with a downside. The creator observed the addictive nature of his game and the potential harmful impact it could be causing on players' lives. In a move that shocked the gaming world, the developer removed Flappy Bird from the app stores. This is something worth thinking about, because I think most game devs would love to create an addictive game. Now that you know the story behind Flappy Bird, let's recreate it. I'm going to follow the same format.
I knew that story, and I find it very commendable, because, you know, game companies really want you to just have 6,000 hours in their game, which I have no problem with a game where you can do that. Like, I love Stardew Valley. I don't have thousands of hours in it. I would if I could actually focus, but I love games like Stardew Valley. I have friends who love City Skylines. My boyfriend has thousands of hours in Skyrim, so I have nothing against it because it causes a lot of fun. I just don't like that they feel the need to have you addicted to their game. That annoys me. So I love that this guy was like, you know what? No. I appreciate that, is what I'm trying to say.
As my last video, where I create the game with a constraint of using only 10 lines of code. This constraint is a great way to break down something complex into something that anyone can understand. And since GDevelop is a no-code game engine, I translated the 10 lines of code to mean that I can only use 10 actions in my events. Let's get started. First, let's create the player character. We're going to create a new object.
Okay, we'll create a player character. Did I can go back to that. Did I export that? I did export that singularly. I can use one of my... Which one was following? You know what? I don't think it really matters which butterfly I use because I'm gonna redo it anyway. So just plop you in there, send. Okay. No, send, not. Thank you. You are a PNG, right? We're gonna put in a sprite. Also, I want to see, does this see when I'm doing all this? It does. Okay. Game art, player sprite, player test. Why's it got a white background? That's stupid. I saved it as a PNG. Why did it do that? Whatever. It's close enough. As long as it does what I need to do, it doesn't matter. But no, now I'm annoyed. Why did it save like that? Did I save it like that? Let's try that one because this is stupid. Okay, you know what? Screw it, I don't care. I do, but I don't. Let me just... I don't understand why it didn't save with the background.
We're going to search the asset store, and I'm going to use this asset bundle that I just bought. If I click on owned, and I found a cat character that I thought would be fun, especially because I absolutely adore alliteration, so we should make this game called Flappy Feline. Here it is. We will add this to the scene, and let's see what it looks like. Ooh, it's very small, but we can increase its size. I want to show the grid. Right, if I hold shift, it'll keep the same aspect ratio, and I'm going to make it about, let's see, 128 by 128. This is what it looks like in the game. Okay, perfect. So now how are we going to make this player move? I'm planning on using the platformer behavior. This will let us do jumps and has gravity. Oops, I made it a platform. It needs to be the platformer character. And then we'll take off this platform. That was a mistake, no big deal. Now we have gravity to be the platformer.
Okay, this gets the platformer behavior. No, not platform, platformer. Okay, let's see. Platformer behavior. Okay.
Character, and then we'll take off this platform. That was a mistake, no big deal. Now we have gravity and we can jump. Well, we can't jump because we have nothing to stand on. Let's add a ground object.
Let me see if it does the same thing for me. Yes, okay. And he's saying add a floor object. I'm just gonna create with Pascal. And we're just gonna get brown with, like, we'll just put some little cracks in it to make it look like a very sad looking dirt. Beautiful. Wonderful. Apply. That is not what I wanted. I wanted to have the tile behavior.
Please search. I'm gonna search for tiled sprites. Makes it easy to draw ground. Okay, we'll use this green one. It's called water, but we're gonna call it floor. And this one we'll just call it. Let's put the floor down here. Make it the right size.
Okay, he doesn't do any of the tiling behavior, but there is I forget what it's called. Whatever, we'll just have it be ugly, who cares? And this one we'll call player. And this one, he called it floor, so for simplicity, floor. Alrighty.
And this one we will give the platform behavior, just so you can see how...
Okay, it does get the platform behavior. Alrighty. Floor. Platform. Yay.
It normally works. That's all it takes to get a platformer game working. But
let's see if it works. Huh, bare minimum, but it works. Yay. Alright, making sure that everything is doing what I want it to do. Oh yeah, let me fix this real quick. Properties. Okay.
it's not the type of game we're making. In this built-in behavior, I can only jump one time for each time I hit the ground. So the first thing I need to do is enable multiple jumps. In fact, I want unlimited jumps because I'm basically going to be flying. So the first thing we can do is click on the cat and we will say allow jumping again. So that's the only event we have so far. So now I can go as high as I want and I will be flying like a cat. Well, flying like a bird.
Okay, so we're just going straight in. Let's go. Add event, select, add action, player. What does he want? What did he say to do? Allow jumping again. Okay, so now let's see. Yeah, it's doing what I want it to do. Wonderful, love that for us. Whee! Okay.
The Flappy feline. Perfect. In the Flappy Bird game, you're constantly going to the right, and the player doesn't really need to control that, it's just going to happen automatic. So we will make an action that tells the cat to simulate a key press, and we'll say the right key press.
Okay. Simulate right key press. Okay.
Alright. So no matter what,
okay, that's doing what it was supposed to do. So far, so good.
the cat's going to keep going, and it'll go off the screen. So we obviously need the camera to follow that cat. If we use the behavior called smooth camera, that...
Okay, so there's a camera. Behavior. Smooth camera. I've never used the camera, so this is fun. Smooth camera.
will follow the cat. We just want to follow on the x-axis only.
Only the x-axis, not the y-axis. Which that would make sense if it falls, yeah. Alright, we're getting somewhere. This is more what I wanted. Yes. Yes.
Left and right. So let's try this. Okay, there it's moving. You jump. Oh, it's still letting me control. I don't let the player control the movement. So we need to disable the default controls. That's
okay, we need to disable. Okay, I'll put you up, put you down. Advanced properties, I suppose. Ah, that's what it is. There we go. Okay. Now let's see. It won't let me jump now. Okay, let me see what he's doing.
Under the platformer object. Now the player can't control his cat at all, which is good because we can't go left and right, but it's bad because now we can't jump. Let's do an or, because I like to give players lots of options on how to control their character. Let's let the player do... because we can't go left and right, but it's bad because now we can't jump. Let's do an or, because I like to give players lots of options on how to control.
If one of these conditions are true. Okay, so we need to do a new one. Or. If one of these conditions are true. Alrighty, yes.
Their character. Let's let the player do mouse button pressed. We'll use the...
mouse button press. Okay, it's this one. Alrighty, that's that one, and just the left click, right?
Left button. So they can push the left button. Let's do the space bar, and...
Okay. Wait, what if I just do space? Wait. Key pressed. Excuse me. More space, alright.
If you like games like Geometry Dash, they use the up arrow, so let's do another one. So you can put...
Okay. Alright.
push any of these things. Heck, why don't we just add game pads while we're at it? You do need to make sure you install the gamepad extension with this button.
Alright, I mean, why not? I wanted to be able to do stuff like this anyway, so extension. What's it called?
I already installed it, so let's add another one. So you can push any of these things. Heck, why don't we just add game pads while we're at it? You do need to make sure you install the gamepad.
Oh, it's just called gamepads. Okay, gamepads. I guess control. All right.
Extension with this button. I already installed it, so let's add a gamepad. Now I'm gonna say any button pressed, so you can use any button on it.
All right, that's fair. So Hi, Junima.
Controller.
I don't see. Oh, here we go.
Since this is a button game, that should work. And we want to use a trigger once so that you have to release the button before you get another jump.
Okay. Yeah, it's underneath, not a subcondition. See, he explains to me why I'm doing stuff, so now I'm actually learning. Love that. Okay.
We need to simulate the jump key for...
Too fast, sir.
And we want to use a trigger once so that you have to release the button before you get another jump. We need to simulate the jump key for cat.
Simulate.
Alright, let's try that.
Let's see. Let me see. Up. Oh! Haha! Cool! Alright, that all works. Hi, baby, what do you want? Ooh. Let me see what my kitty wants. You want? Here, buddy. Here you go, little fella. You want to lay down? You just want to sit there? Okay.
Oh, there we go. So up arrow works, space works, click works. This is working pretty good. The character is going up and down and it's going to the right. There's something else we can do to make this look more similar to the Flappy Bird game. In the Flappy Bird game, the bird kind of rotates as it jumps. There's a kind of a cheat to do this in GDevelop. I built an extension called Face Forward. So if you...
I saw some stuff was already installed. Okay, it wasn't this. Face forward. Okay. Don't really think I'm gonna need that because it's gonna already have a flying animation, but I'll just follow it the way the man says. I can always take stuff out. Let's see.
You would search for a face forward. It faces the objects towards the direction of the movement. Let's just set it to 720 degrees turning speed now.
Hey. No. 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 What was this? 720 degrees?
Face forward. It faces the objects towards the direction of the movement. Let's just set it to 720.
Sounds very strange, but... Let go of my chair! Little gremlin? Okay.
Degrees turning speed. Now, when this player is moving, you can see...
You know what? Maybe that would actually be nice. I won't know until I have that flying animation for the sprite, but... Which we might actually do, depending on how well this goes. Whee!
If faces the direction it's moving. So that's what the face forward extension does. Super fun, super easy, and if you just click like this, it's just a fun little twist. Okay, player movement is done. Obviously, we need obstacles now. Let's add a wall. We still want to use a tiled sprite.
Okay, so for the wall, I'm going to use an image that I've already made, but I'm gonna... yeah, it needs to be resized, I think. First, let me just add it in and see how big it is. This will be probably the aesthetic of the game, which means it's gonna take me a long time to make the actual like game part, but you know, whatever. Alright. I just want to see how big is this. Oh, this is way too big, yeah. Okay. So let me make a resized version. I made it super big on purpose so I could size it down. Let's see, make it 1200. What, sweetie? What do you want? Hi. Hi, kitty. Boop, boop, boop. Hi. Mama. Mama, what are you doing? What are you doing, Mama? Hi, Mama. Hi, puppy. You a good boy? Okay, let's... Dang, that's still way too big. I just kind of want to see how it would look. Okay, that's actually not a bad size, so that I'm looking at it. Let's see. Make it a Y. Junimo! My child! Why? What do you want? I'm trying to focus, baby. Did you bring something you wanted me to throw? I don't see it. You didn't... So you don't want fetch, you just want chaos. Okay, that's fine. You're not getting either. Alright, so... Okay, this game is going to be very pretty when it's done. At least we have that. But this is going to be the wall. But it's still too big, so... Height is 720. Make it even 800. Let's try again. Size again. Okay. Save as smaller 2. Okay. Because if it spawns it in, it might not spawn in the right size. So I'd rather just... What the frick, bro? I told you to size down to 800. I have to put on 1, that's why. I know I'm taking a long time for this part. I just really wanted to see with the thistle instead of just an ugly wall. There we go. Alright.
Let's use these. Oh, this is called grass. I'll just call it wall. So we're going to make little walls for this cat to go over. And in Flappy Bird, it's bottom and a top one, and we could create these manually. So this will just be our test to see if things are going to look good and work well. Alright, so we just create those manually. You could make hundreds of those if you want to, but I'm going to show you a better way in a minute. This looks fine, but we don't want to have to create hundreds of those. What if someone gets to a score of 1,000? You don't want to create 1,000 of these. So we want to do it procedurally, terms often called procedural generation. That's a pretty fancy term for create things automatically, and it's easy enough to do. Let's delete these ones that we did manually, and we're just going to create them just right here at the edge. We're going to do one here and then one here. I should probably set the default size. When you create these, they're going to be this size, which is set here on 128 by 128. I want them about 64 by 288. So now when we create them, the walls will be that size. Perfect. So I'm going to try to create these using events. We need to know how fast this is going to happen. Let's use a repeat every X seconds, and we'll say the walls will be that size. Perfect. So I'm going to try to create these using events. We need to know how fast this is going to happen.
Okay, so we're adding another condition.
Let's use a repeat every X seconds.
I'm not getting anything that says repeat. This is bad. Okay, repeat. 3. Don't tell me they got rid of this. Oh, you need to install an extension. Okay, okay. I looked at the screen again. Yes, sir. Thank you, because I was going to have a panic attack. 3. Yes. Thank you. Okay, now we can do it. All right. I was getting ready to panic. Repeat. Okay, which one did he click on? He didn't pick one. He picked... this one, I think.
And we'll say create wall. And let's try it every...
No, it's not that one. I don't... Is it this one? No, he only has 2 things. I can't find the specific one he has. Okay, I need to stop. I need to calm down. Triggers every X seconds. Okay, that's what it'll say on top. Okay, I think it's this one. I'll just do.
Wait 3 seconds. Every 3 seconds, we will make a wall. And we're going to position it at the right side of this camera, and the Y position at the top, and let's just see what that looks, because I think that's important to see. I still have to delete my manual one. And we'll say create wall, and let's try it every 3 seconds. Every 3 seconds, we will make a wall, and we're going to position it at the right side of this camera, and
Baby, you wanna make game with Mama? You gonna make games too? Are we gonna be the home and Kato duo? No, Mama, I don't wanna make game. I want to play game with you. What? Hi. Oh, I love you too. Yeah. No. Doesn't mean you get to tear up my rug. Nerve of this cat. I baby talk. I'm gonna tell you to pay me back by tearing up my rug. The audacity. Okay. I'm just gonna go okay for now. I gotta delete these. Oh, it is actually spawning. I might have to extend this stem though. It is doing what I want it to do, so we have that going for it.
the Y position at the top, and let's just see what that looks, because
I'm gonna put it at the bottom simply because of how I do those. Okay, it's saying it's wrong when I put top
3 seconds.
or bottom. So.
Every 3 seconds, we will make a wall. And we're going to position it at the right side of this camera, and the Y position at the top, and let's just see what that looks, because I think that's...
It won't... It doesn't see top as a thing for me. Uh-oh. Let me get out of here. Okay, let me delete these. Make sure I'm doing the right thing here.
3 seconds. Every 3 seconds, we will make a wall.
Create
and we're going to
object.
position it at the right
Create object at specific position. Okay, that's the same as me. And he put...
side of this camera, and the Y position at the top.
Is there a space or something? Wait, did it get over itself? No. Is there a space? No. Maybe it must have changed. Maybe that's it. Now let's just try that. Maybe that's the problem. Stop! Junimo. You're being bad.
And let's just see how that looks, because I think that's important to see. I still have to delete my manual ones. Alright, let's try it again. Ready, go. Show me a wall. Okay, we have a wall. There's no collisions yet, that's fine. But look, it's making lots of walls. In fact, it'll make these walls for all eternity. Isn't that nice? You can have a score of a million and you don't have to make them. We do need to make the bottom one, so let's copy this, and instead of creating it at the top, let's try creating it at the center Y.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, yeah, he wrote top, but he didn't say that he changed it for this here. Okay, I'm good. Now let's see. I'm not getting him on the top and the bottom, so I must have done something wrong.
We are pretty good, but obviously not in the right spot. I think actually I have an idea of how to make this work. If I want to create this in only 10...
Junimo, stop attacking my leg because you want attention. What do you want? What? Mama's little cat. I hug you. You're a good boy. You're a good kitty. Put me down. Alright, leave me alone. You could always be a lap cat, but no. You want to be a slap cat. You like to slap.
This is taking 2 of my actions. So instead of using 2 actions, we can actually do this in a single action by using an external layout to create...
Hello, Ice. How are you today? What are you laughing at?
an external layout. Click here and give it a name, and then you select your...
Okay, let me see. I've never done external layouts. This is going to be fun. Huh? What happened? I'm confused. Okay, I'm looking at it. You laughed, you added question marks, and you said to look at it. What, I don't understand. I'm very confuzzled. Okay, what is this?
Scene that objects are located in. So we're now in this create walls external layout. I'm going to set my grid again. We're going to have a top wall and a bottom wall. It's important that you place them at the top left here.
Yes, I get it, sir. Okay, let me put this down. Put this about here. So if it goes up and down, it won't be so bad.
The 0, 0 position, because that's where it references how they're going to be created in your level. So instead of creating them like this, let's say create objects from external layout. We're going to do
what are we doing?
the 0, 0 position, because that's where it references how they're going to be created in your level. So instead of creating them like this, let's say create objects from external layout. We're going to create walls.
Pause. Okay, create. Okay, so we're going to not do this. Alright, that's fine. Yes, create objects from external layout. Alrighty, and this one, I suppose. You gotta pick out which one.
And we're creating these similar to previous. We're going to say on the right side of the screen. And we're going to do it at the top of the screen.
I'm going to do the bottom. So Okay.
We have our walls here. Let's see how that looks. Perfect. Okay.
Alright, let's just see if you do what I want you to do. No, you are not doing what I want you to do. Okay, so what did I do wrong? Create objects from external layout. I don't get it. I did what you wanted me to do.
And we're creating these similar to previous. We're going to stay on the right side of the screen, and we're going to do it at the top of the screen. We have our walls here. Let's see how...
Okay, the only thing I did was change it from top to bottom, so just plop you here. And just do top, just to see what happens, I guess. Okay, that worked. I think I hear my cat screaming in the trash. What were you doing? I hope you weren't doing nothing wrong. You were trying to get in the trash. And then you saw there was no trash. I'm saying, took that off. Well, Mama, I really want to put in the trash. I want to be a trash panda. No, you're not. You're not a raccoon. You're a kitty. You're not a trash cat. You're not a possum. No. You're a good kitty.
That looks perfect. Okay, this works, but we want to add some randomness to their placement. So let's keep this at the right side, but we're going to move this up and down using the random in range function, and we...
Okay, so I'm going to go back to this being the bottom. Random in range. Okay.
We'll choose a negative value so that it can go up, or to a positive value where it can go down. I'm using that 32 by 30.
Okay, I don't understand, but I'll just follow what the man says. Let's see. 7. I guess he's doing aspect ratio. Okay, we're just gonna switch back to top because bottom doesn't work. I don't understand why bottom doesn't work and top does. We're just gonna do what the man said because he knows better than me anyway. Okay, I'm definitely gonna have to give this thing a longer stem. But other than that, okay, now here's what I want to test out because I'm just really curious. It's if I make another layout out 2. Okay. And instead of a thistle, let's just make a quick sprite. Okay, a piscal. Let's just do alright, let's just, you know, let's just make something real quick. A little mushroom, let's say. I can draw better than this. I'm just using my mouse to get this done over with pretty quick. And then we get and then I duplicate this. But instead of layout 1, it's layout 2. Okay, it'll spawn in the exact same spot. So what if we change it to where it is 25, 25. Okay, what about this? What about this? What about this? Why is it not spawning at all? Maybe that's why. Just the same name. Alright, so I can... Okay, this is going to be key in me knowing how to construct this whole game later. But, okay, I'm going to delete this though for now. Continue, sir.
So this is basically letting us go 7 blocks up or 7 blocks down. These are the blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you go up or down, then blocks. Let's see what that looks like. That one looks centered. That one looks centered. That one looks way down, but still you can go through it. Oh.
Okay, so let me try something else then. Let me see the grid. Show grid. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, okay. Now, okay.
Okay, so I think that's working. There's a downside in that we have a gap on the top and the bottoms. Alright, let's just adjust them so that these are much longer. In fact, I'm going to make them the same length as the entire screen, like so, and we'll just put them in approximately the right spots. So now they just have a little extra on the ends. And that should take care of what we were seeing. Okay, there we go. The walls are created procedurally. and they've got some randomness for the player. What should we add next? We obviously need collisions, so when the player hits these walls, the game is over. So let's detect that. We'll say when the cat is in
Where's this go? I guess in a new one. Player. Collision
with the wall. We only need to detect
with this'll. I'm gonna end up making a group of the different things it'll collide in, and then it'll like just be the group and stuff. But
collision one time, so to trigger once. We want to stop the movement of the cat. We can do that with a lot of options. We can just disable the platformer behavior and
rip.
will freeze in place because that's the only thing that's moving it. Alright, let's see if that works. So now when we touch a wall, the cat's just going to freeze in place. And that could be your game over condition. One other important part of the Flappy Bird game is the ability to see your score. Let's add a...
Okay, I don't intend... Well, you know what? I do want to have an endless mode of this. So yeah, maybe I should learn the score. Because I don't intend for the main game to have a score. It's more of a story. But the endless mode will probably have a score. Because people like scores. So I'll still follow this too. Why not?
Score text object. We'll click text. We'll call this score.
Okay, make a text object. Let me drink some water. I haven't drunk water in a while. Okay, let's see. He was saying make it add a text object. Wait a minute. That's what I did wrong. Okay, at least now I know. It's not a behavior, it's literally the type of thing it is. Whoops. Well, at least I figured that out. So he said add new text object. Okay.
And we'll make it what?
Score.
We'll choose a fun font. Why don't we do like a
Hello, Ed Brain, let's go. Brain, we did good yesterday. Adenzu. Hi. We're getting way further with this tutorial than the other one. Highly recommend this tutorial. I also have it pinned. How are you? Let's see. He said add a font. How do you add a font? Oh. I want to see if my font works. Oh wait, I don't have numbers in it. Oh. Okay, we'll just do their default font then. I have to remake that font. Oh yes, it's going way better. Let me just show. Just like procedurally generating. I need to fix the hitbox. Let me fix this hitbox. Because this hitbox is sad. Edit collision. Oh, that's why it's like... Okay, let's fix that. Let's put it closer. Okay, now let's do it because that hitbox was way too close. Oh, thank you. That's gonna be the aesthetic of the whole game. I just wanted to like make something nice, just so it's not completely ugly for me to look at. And then it stops. The whole game's gonna be in that art style. I wanted to have a few things so that it wasn't ugly to look at, but I ended up drawing one thing because my iPad was almost dead, so. But I'm excited now because I have my basic thing I wanted, so I'm just following the rest of this tutorial for other little things that I might not use for this specific part, but I still want for other things, so I'm just finishing this tutorial.
Black outline, and so in the game it'll look like this. Oh, let's see how it's...
Okay, what did I
We'll
miss?
choose a fun font. Why don't we do like a black outline? And so in the game it'll look like this.
Oh, you can add an outline to text? That's fun. Effects. Oh, you can add an outline. Wonderful. Love that for us. Okay. Oh, and the flower is a cotton thistle. I figured if it's gonna be a butterfly flying through like a field or whatever, instead of pipes, that makes no sense, and instead of having like stuff on the top and the bottom because it's flying through the air of like a field, why not have like a prickly flower be one of the things that he doesn't want to hit? So I made a cotton thistle. Instead of having instead of having like stuff on the top and the bottom, I want to have like birds or something flying towards them, and you have to like go in between, kind of like that dino game, if you have no internet. And then randomly, I think there's like a pterodactyl or something that flies overhead after a while, kind of like that. Padding, let's just put 2, 3. Okay, let me make sure. Yeah, like that. So it's, yeah. I'm also gonna probably use the same principle for when I make my endless runner, because I think this is also how I saw Helper Wesley make endless runners. Because how the game's gonna be, it's basically a story of this caterpillar becoming a butterfly. It's the butterfly on the head of my little character on the screen. His name is Fidget and her name is Parasol. Yeah. So why is she like falling off the edge of the screen? Oh, that's the Twitch side. Okay, where is she? And yet you start off being a caterpillar, and then you have to do a little clicker game to protect him from birds trying to eat him, and then you have to do the little Flappy Bird thing to go home. So it's kind of got a story to it, even though it's the Flappy Bird clone, because I like stories, so. Okay, so let me see the text
The cat's just
again.
going to freeze in place, and that could be your game over condition. One other important part of the Flappy Bird game is the ability to see your score. Let's add a score text object. We'll click text, we'll call this score, and we'll make it white. We'll choose a fun font. Why don't we do like a black outline? And so in the game it'll look like this. Oh, let's see how...
Yeah, he has it hard. Basically, they live in a little dandelion field with the little elf girl. You see she's holding her little dandelion. And he has to go to clover field to go to a milkweed patch. Now, I know he's not a monarch butterfly, he's blue, but monarchs like milkweed, and I think other butterflies like milkweed. But, hey Zero! Fidget's getting a game! I kind of want to find a way to put in that he likes coffee, but I haven't figured out how yet. It might be like a little like acorn or something, and it makes him go faster, which isn't really a power-up. It's kind of an anti-power-up because it's too fast to do something. We all know how much we all love Fidget. How you doing, Zero?
It's moving like that. We don't.
Okay, so you're supposed to just put the text, just plop him on top? Okay. Rip. Way better since I changed the tutorial I was following. To contrast, let me go to the other. I'm using this file to learn how to do stuff. So, this is the first tutorial I followed. And, I mean, that's kind of abysmal. Why is it spawning behind me? Stop. I didn't like how it's popped in, because when it was working in the front, it still just... I didn't like that. So, get rid of that one. And this is the one I'm following now, and I like this way better. Meow. Meow. Is it not showing? Oh, I know why. Oh, I know why. I was using window capture. In case, because I was, okay, I know why. Let me fix that. Okay, now you should be able to see. Let me show the old one again. This whole time I've been testing out stuff, but no one could see. Dang it, oopsie doodles. Okay, so this is the old one. It's sad. For some reason it's spawning behind me instead of in front of me. It was spawning in front of me. It just, nah, absolutely not. It said no. So I'm following a different tutorial, and this is what I got now. I know, it's way better. Yeah, it has some kind of camera thing he told me to use. Let me see what it's called. Where is it? Oh wait, no, it's not in here. It's in the behavior, I think, right? Yeah. So it's a platformer object and it has a camera attached to it. Yeah, the whole game's gonna have that aesthetic. I'm gonna have the thistle flower, and I want to have some like small mushrooms and stuff, and it's gonna have a pretty little background. I have plans for it to be really pretty to compensate for the fact that I'm not very good at making games. I really like the aesthetic that I come up with yesterday. It's just gonna take me a while to make all the assets, but okay, so
To move of the Flappy Bird game is the ability to see your score.
Okay.
Let's add a score text object.
Sure I did everything
We'll
I'm supposed
click
to do.
text, call this score, and we'll make it white. We'll choose a fun font.
Okay, I didn't do the
We
font
do like
part.
a
My
black
font isn't
outline.
finished.
And so in the game it'll look like this. Oh, you see how it's moving like that? We don't want it to move, so we'll create a new layer for our UI elements, and they will no longer move.
Oh, wait, okay, come, slow down. Alright, so we need a new layer. Call it UI. And then you will go on the UI layer. Where does... Okay. And then you're supposed to just stay and behave. Oh, that's nifty. Okay. Also, I have a whole animation for this butterfly sprite. I just never actually inked and colored it. I made it in Flip-a-Clip. So I have the animation. I just, you know, haven't made it yet. Meow. Meow. I'm a child. This is fun. Meow.
Base layer camera moves. Now we need to create some code to update the number that's displayed here. So how can we count the score? One way to do it is to count how many walls are to the left of the cat. Let's create a condition for walls where their center...
Okay, slow down, sir. Close this. I don't want this. I don't want this. Okay, new event. Okay, what did you tell me to do? For the wall. Okay, so we'll just do thistle because that's... I like Flip-a-Clip. If you bought the full version, the stuff that you bought you get to keep. But now it's subscription based, so anything new you don't get. Just letting you know. I heard Procreate has animation features, but I don't know where they are. I also heard that the animation features kind of suck. So... I prefer to animate in Flip-a-Clip, so I can like make the animation nice, save the frames, and then finish it in Procreate or Clip Studio or GIMP or something else. I mean, I bought the other version. I don't really know what else they're adding to it. So, like, as long as I can see onion skin. Because I kind of like how this stuff looks in other programs. So, I'm just annoyed that it's subscription-based. Like, why does everything have to be subscription-based? One of the reasons why I don't use GameMaker anymore. It became subscription-based. You can get a free version. Yeah, but I can't do half of this fun stuff it has if I get the free version. Yeah, freak the dollar bills. I don't want dollar. I mean, I do. I mean, I need dollar bills, but I don't want them.
Position of the wall.
Okay. This one. Center X position
is less than the center position of the cat. And left of the cat. Let's create a condition for walls where their center position of the wall is less than the...
Okay, we have less than. Alright.
Center position of the cat.
And wait a minute. Okay, that's not that. X. Wait, no. I'm confused. I'm very confused. I am so confused. Okay, wait. Center X less than... Oh, see, he keeps saying these things, but not saying what he typed in afterward. Okay. Player dot center. I don't get it. I don't. What didn't I do? Player. He has parentheses. Did I spell it wrong? Oh, it's case sensitive. Okay. It's case sensitive. Good to know. Alright. Case sensitivity is the thing in this. I keep forgetting.
This will count how many walls are to the left of the cat. And to display them, we're going to click the score check.
Don't you love case sensitivity? Which, I mean, I guess I understand it wants to be precise, but also, don't you love it?
Update the text.
Okay, text. Okay.
And there's a picked instance.
Count, and he has picked instance count.
This count?
No, not just string. Okay. Okay, does it say
return the number of instances picked by the previous conditions? That's what we want.
Okay,
and the object is called wall.
Okay, and the object for me is also called wall, or no, thistle. I spelled thistle wrong. It's fine. It's fine. Okay.
Let's test this.
Okay. Video. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, also let me just 0 y. That is not what it was supposed to do. Let me see what I did before I change the text of score set to string count wall. Oh, okay.
Currently it says 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's because
His is counting by twos. But what did I do?
by the previous conditions.
Okay. Oh, that's what that. I think that's what I did wrong. Let's see. No, it's not. Now it's not doing anything. Okay, alright.
That's what we want. And our object is called wall.
Okay. So this will set to pick instance. Okay, obviously this is something I did wrong, so let's see. This is less than. Okay, the X position of center. Okay. The X position of the center of wall is less than center player dot center X. Okay. And then change the text. Score. Did I call it score? Wait. Okay, it's still the same. Still the same now. That's fine. Score set to string pick instance counts. Okay, so it's the same thing. So why? What did I do wrong? What, Junimo? Meow. Meow. Hi, Junima. What you doing? Mama! I'm a little cat! Mother! Hi, baby. Oh, you give Mom a little hop? Hi! He does his little hop into my hand when he wants pets. It's really cute. And then he tries to tear up my wall. It's good. Knock that trash off. And you better flop over. You know what you did.
Let's test this. Currently it says 1, 2, 3.
So, okay. It counts for him, though, so what am I doing wrong?
Condition was not true until we passed at least one object. But the counting looks good, except for obviously it's counting by 2, because these are 2 different objects. So we should just divide that in half. And what else do we need to change? Oh, the default to say 0. So we'll just change this to say 0.
Oh, you need to have this. Wait a minute. I'm confused. Did he put the score text in the... Let me see something. Did I put the floor? Oh, that might be the problem. Let's see. Ah, that was the problem. We call this user error. Thank you. Okay, that works. Yay! Much better than the other one. Okay, just keep watching.
Let's test it.
Okay,
so our
we
score
got it
is
to
0.
work.
We'll go through our first ones. Yeah, score of 1. Perfect. 2. And if we hit the walls, the game's over. Let's make a button show up that the user can click to restart the game. If we add new object, choose a button. I think I'll...
Okay, new object. Okay. So we're adding a button. Add new object. Button. Who's got the button? I guess this is a button, right?
Walls, the game's over. Let's make a button show up that the user can click to restart the game. If we add new object, choose a button.
Button panel sprite. I don't see that. New object button. I am blind because I don't see it. Do I wait, is that... Hey, wait, user interface. Maybe they just changed it to this? Whoops. I think they might have changed the name. So they've updated this program recently. Let me delete this just to make sure. Yes, thank you. This just says button. I want to make sure I'm following it right. Wait. Is that what it's... Is that what it was called the first time and I'm just stupid? Hi, Junimo. Oh yeah, this is definitely portal music. I don't have my headphones on, so I didn't hear. Which one is this? It will be perfect. Oh boy. Yes, I have video game music. Hopefully YouTube won't kick me out into the ether because I decided to do this.
I think I'll use this one, and...
Okay, we'll just pick a button. That works.
We'll call this play again. Button. We'll use the same font that we had earlier.
Actually, I want to see how my font looks like with this. I'm working on a font. I need to remake it because I figured out how to put numbers, and I'd rather just redraw the whole thing because some of the stuff still gets cut off on the bottom anyway, so I might as well just redraw it or write it, whatever you want to call it. But I just want to see if it works. Ah! See, the G gets cut off, but very easy way to make a font, by the way. You just have to, like, be patient with how some of the letters get cut off and learning, like, the exact spot to write them in the little graph. But other than that, super easy way to make a font. Love the website I found to make the font. Recommend.
Ranchers, play again is our text. Let's see what this button looks like. Okay, the size is not right. Let's make it the size we want, and...
I mean, it could work. I wanted to learn how to make a font in some way because instead of trying to download a resource or something for a font and then someone decide they don't want to have it free anymore or something, I just want to make my own. Plus it's easier to make logos and stuff. You could just type it every time instead of having to like redraw it every time for different sizes. You could just type it out and put a stroke on it and you're done.
To change it permanently, we need to copy these values onto the custom.
Okay, so what's the values? Because I don't... Alrighty, let's see. Where's like the custom
object? We'll just do that here.
Okay, I don't need all of this. I'm not doing all... Even that's good to know that it has this, but I don't need all of this. This says padding and his says margin. So am I like in the wrong spot or... I guess margin was replaced with padding. So we're just gonna do that, I guess. And where are you? I don't see default width. Blur radius. Am I blind again? I don't see it. Thickness, color, opacity, blur. Size of font. I don't even have an option for repeat borders. I have nothing that he has. Like, I don't know. I'm blind. I have to be blind. I don't see what behavior variable. outline, shadow, padding. Is this it? This is why I just make my own buttons in GIMP, because this is shadow, idle, hovered. We'll just go with this, I guess. I think this is it. I think I found it. It's just mixed in with everything else. 288 by 96. Okay.
288 by 128. Alright. Okay, so now you can see that it'll be created at the right size. We'll delete these and we'll create it in an event. Let's create that button after the cat collides with the wall. We can use the camera center for the UI layer.
Don't say we could do stuff later and then just start doing stuff. That confuses me. Don't do that. What, sweetie? Okay.
Alright. Okay, so now you can see that it'll be created at the right size. We'll delete these and we'll create it in an event. Let's create that button after the cat collides with the wall. We can use the camera center for the UI layer.
Okay, I'm just gonna do whatever he says. So it's over here. What, baby? Why are you being so sweet, but also so annoying? What do you want, my little small child? You don't have dinner for over an hour. Not dinner, lunch for over an hour. My cat's harassing me. So what did he say to do? Play again. Create object. Camera. Get off my piano! Unless you're gonna become Piano Cat 2.0. Get off that piano. That's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought, little fella. Oh, Mama, I just wanted to be Mozart. No, you didn't. Oh, I see the Stardew Valley art was playing. Is this Emily's theme? It is. Okay. Alright, so what did he have? Center X. Okay. Sometimes this cat, he really wants to catch these hands, but also he's a small little baby. I don't want to actually do nothing, but at the same time, just some days, them pets, you know, you just want to be like, why do you have to be smaller than me? I can't do nothing.
And we'll want to subtract the width of the object. And the same for the Y position.
I don't know why we're subtracting 100, but whatever he says, okay.
We do want to create it on the UI layer. Okay, the button is there, but it doesn't do anything, so let's...
UI, okay.
Create an action for that. Condition is...
Add action. Condition is what? He's clicking on the button.
When the button is clicked, and we will...
Button is clicked.
Change the scene, and you can... choose the scene you want to restart.
So this is how I can get a restart button. Wonderful. That's good. That's good for me when I'm working on stuff. I can just... What is this? What was... He didn't tell me the Y position, or did I not pay attention?
Camera center for the UI layer, and we'll want to subtract the width of the object. And the same for the Y position. And we do...
Oh, okay. This says no programming, but this does look like no programming to you. There's still some programming involved, but like that's not a bad thing. I need to learn somehow.
We want to create it on the UI layer. Okay, the button is there, but it is...
I don't want... Okay, that's annoying. Okay, so this is obviously a me problem.
So let's create an action.
What did I do wrong? Okay, cat and collision with wall. So for me, it'd be player collision with thistle. Deactivate the platform from the player, and then create object. Yeah. Create the object with position center. Okay, he did. Don't know what difference that makes, but okay, put that in there. Layer UI. Wait, did I... That might be the problem. Okay, that might be this another user error, I think. Oh, okay. Yay! don't need this floor anymore, I don't think, but this is what I love about G-Develop. It's that, yeah, you didn't do every little thing from scratch, but I've only been streaming almost 2 hours, and like, this is basically an entire game. I just need to make it pretty. I mean, I want to add a couple things to it, but this is why I love G-Develop, because I just want something that's finished. I don't really care if I did all of it myself, as long as I'm not cheating. So everything does what I want it to do. That makes me happy. Yeah, I'm so excited that it actually works way better than the first one. Let's just look at the first one again. And I'm not hating on the guy who made the tutorial. For him it worked, but the tutorial was 3 years old, so some things were like deleted or combined with something else, and I couldn't really follow it anymore, so it didn't work right. So it's not that guy's fault, because it worked when he made it. It's just that it's outdated. But still, look at this. I'm not trying to pick on him. Like, he did his best with what he had 3 years ago. But, I'm just saying, alright? Like, granted, some of the art looks a little nicer, so it makes it look better overall, even though it's still not very unfinished. He still has a little bit left in this tutorial on making parallax backgrounds, and I want to watch that too. But, like, I'm just saying, 2-month-old tutorial versus 3 years old. That's all I'm saying. This game is going to be very pretty, because everything's going to be the same aesthetic as the Thistle, so. So excited. See, once I start making games, I remember, oh yeah, I love this. But getting there, because I know how much work it is, I'm like, I don't know if I can do it. And then I'm like, having Existentials read, and my boyfriend is just like, why are you like this? You watch devlogs for like 6 hours all the time. Like, you like it, just go do it. I'm like, but I don't know if I can. He's like, get your butt in there and go make something. Okay. So what else we doing?
And for that condition is when the button is
Yeah,
clicked.
watch this. We did
and
this.
we
This
will
worked.
change the scene, and you can choose the scene you want to restart.
Drawing
so
is
you should have
fun.
a full game loop right now.
Totally like irrelevant, but I do have drawing tutorials on here, but it's more nature themed. But I also do have some more nerdy stuff like Star Wars if you just want to like draw something just to draw something. I have a whole bunch of how to draw tutorials on this YouTube channel. It's more like flowers, mushrooms, and stuff, but I mean, learning how to draw is learning how to draw. You can apply those things to other things later. So if you wanted, they're there. They're designed like a how to draw book, so there's no narration. It's just text on the side, and you pause it, and then you just copy it, and then you go to the next bit. It's not meant to be like a talking thing, but I have lots of those if you needed anything like that.
play again, the game restarts. Perfect. Okay, how many actions have we used so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Make bedtime fun with...
Yeah, no problem. I kind of want to get back into that, but also... I made those in Movie Maker, and I had a system making those in Movie Maker, and I don't have Movie Maker anymore. Windows thinks that Movie Maker should be paid for now, and I'm just sitting here like, absolutely not. No.
Patch rest. Color-coded lights cue when it's time for bed. Like...
We do have the basics of
We need
this game
color-coded
working,
lights?
but
I was
there's
just
still
told,
some
go to bed.
ways we can optimize
Yes,
it
ma'am.
to look a lot better. For instance, we really need a background. Let's search the asset store.
Okay, he's putting in a background. I'm not gonna go fancy with this background. I'm just gonna do a blue gradient just to have a background. I'll make the pretty stuff later. Let's see. I think it's 1920 by 10, 80. Not, it's just the gradient. I can stretch it out. I think he's gonna have a cloud in the background to like show that it looks like it's moving, so we're just gonna... It's a simple background. I might do like a more textured looking one at some point. I just want something that looks kind of cute real fast. Can you tell I didn't have a tablet for like 10 years? You learn a lot with shape tools when you don't have a tablet. I mean, I have one now, but I didn't used to have one, and it shows. He's using a sprite to make a background, right?
Okay, here is a cloud back of this game working, but there's still some ways we can optimize it to look a lot better. For instance, we really need a background. Let's search the asset store. Okay, here is a...
Hey, it works when you want to get stuff done real quick for tests, right? Alrighty.
The cloud background I think would look nice. Thanks, Kenny, for the asset. And we'll just drag this onto the background. We do need to create a new layer.
Okay, so the background's going to be a separate layer, which I guess that's what makes sense. So, background. Okay, why is the background looking like it's over everything? See order on background. Negative. There we go. I want to see how he makes it where the background stays and I don't have to like keep adding a background.
So that it doesn't go on top of everyone. We'll call this layer background, and we'll drag it to the bottom of the stack. and we'll put this new object on the background. And let's adjust it so that the clouds are not touching the ground. Let's see what this looks like. That's pretty nice. There is a fun little trick. You guys are gonna love this.
Okay, how did you get it to where it's not moving? I didn't catch that, sir.
Is it to look a lot better? For instance, we really need a background. Let's search the asset store. Okay, here is a cloud background I think would look nice. Thanks, Kitty, for the asset. And we'll just drag this onto the background. We do need to create a new layer so that it doesn't go on top of everyone. We'll call this layer background, and we'll drag it to the bottom of the stack. And we'll put this new object on the background. And let's adjust it so that the clouds are not touching the ground. Let's see what this looks like. That's pretty nice. There is a fun little trick you guys are gonna love.
Oh, it looks like you might be using a tiled background. So... YouTube has this stupid quirk where if you import something with the same name, it doesn't like you, so... Okay, so we're gonna get rid of you, and we're gonna add a new... Wait, can I actually choose a file that's inside here already? No. Okay. Okay, now let's see if that's why it wasn't working. Hey, what do you know about that? That was it. Whoop. This game also works with pressing the spacebar, the up button, left click, and also any button you press on a controller. At least this Xbox controller works. I don't have any other ones to test it on. And I assume it also works if you tap the screen, because click and tap kind of go together in this, so... I know, right? Just adding a cute little cloud background was all it really needed to be cute.
This. We can add parallax to this background so that it looks like it's moving at a slower speed than the items in the foreground. Okay. It's so easy to do.
Tell me
Just
how.
double click on your object, search for behaviors, and choose parallax, and we're going to use the horizontal parallax.
Okay, horizontal parallax, yes sir.
And this is the layer we're going to follow. We can just leave that blank for the base layer. The parallax factor. So currently it's going to go 0.5 speed. This is what the default speed looks like.
Okay, let's just see what the default speed looks like. Oh, that's so fun! Yeah, it has it built in. It also has it for vertical, I guess if you're doing like a climber game or something. G-Develop is entirely free. I'm not like, you know, paid to say nothing. I just love G-Develop. I was looking up different engines for like hours one night. I couldn't sleep. And I found this one. And I love it so much. Like, I started from 0. And it's been 2 hours and 4 minutes. And this is how far we got. I mean, I spent time last night making the thistle. And I spent a different day making the... like the art... besides the background I spent some time on, but like to put it together did not take long. Meow. Meow. It also works, it also has like a web browser version, and they also have a mobile version. I heard the mobile version is good, but not as good as like the web or the PC version. But I don't use those ones. I use the installing one, the program. But
it's gonna go half the speed of the foreground, but I feel like that's too fast. In this case, we want the clouds to move very slow. So let's try maybe like 0.2.
Okay, we'll try it slower because that's what he said to do. Yeah, it does feel a little less like it's speedy in the background. What I should probably do after I finish this is copy this scene, because you can duplicate a scene. And then see if I could get the thing that I learned from this one. The, where is it? The acceleration thing. Where's there's an accelerating thing going on here somewhere. Oh yeah, the adds the 4s making it faster or whatever. I kind of want to try that just so it gets harder a little bit. But I like that I'm able to play it because I actually suck at Flappy Bird. It just fits the game I'm trying to make.
Speed. So as we're going along flying, you'll see that the background is also moving and it's looping, so it actually looks like it's kind of never ending. And that's a really cool feature of tiled sprites with the parallax behavior that we added. So wasn't that easy? Let's do the same thing for the ground. See how the ground is gone now? Let's make the ground do the same thing. We'll double click that.
Okay, we can add that to the floor. Why not make the floor? Oh, it has to be a tiled object. Okay. Well, the floor was kind of not... nothing's programmed to the floor anyway. So we have to delete that and add a new floor. Wait, no. No. Not sprite, tiled sprite. Add new tiled sprite. You know what? Let's just choose file. Let's just choose a file from one of my old games, because at least that kind of fits. Desktop. My old games. Rose Garden. That's fine, whatever, I don't care. Okay, we'll leave that at 0.5, why not? Then we'll plop you down. It has this cool feature also. That, let's say, okay, this is the wrong one. I want it to be the other one. Oh well, it's still, if you make it a tiled sprite, let's say you're making a platform game, you don't have to manually plop this in. You can just beep, and it just makes a new one, which is nice. I didn't want this image though, I wanted the other one. There you go. Now let's see. Okay, so that worked good.
And choose parallax, horizontal, and
Parallax
put the
only
grass
works
on the
with
background
tile
layer,
sprites.
and let's
Got
check
it.
it out. Oh, that looks really bad. The grass needs to go the same speed as the foreground, so we're going to edit its speed, and instead of 0.5, we'll choose 1. That means it'll move the same speed as the...
I need to make a whole bunch of nice, better art for this, besides the thistle. I like the thistle. But, actually, the clouds actually aren't that bad. I might just keep them, or make something similar. Let's see with 1. Yeah, there we go. The 1 feels like it's following better and the background's going slower. I like that. I'm 5. Let me have this. But I'm so glad that my font works. I just need to remake it because it looks a little sad on the curly bits. But I'm so happy my font works.
walls. That looks great. And it didn't take any actions to do it, so we still have a couple actions that we can use. What else can we do to make this game look and sound great? Well, that was the hint. We should make it sound great. Let's add a sound effect when the player is jumping. We will use this existing event with a condition for when the player pushes the jump key, and we will play.
Okay, this is gonna sound weird, but I know exactly what kind of sound I want, and I'm gonna make it myself. That's a little too harsh. Turn back here. That's too far away. Okay, let's make this more sensitive. I'm also bad at it. This is just the only way I know how to make this without having to try and find an oddly specific sound. They're all too crackly. It's not working. Maybe I can find it. Let's see. It sounds too thundery. I'm looking more for like a wind sound, like a, because it's like wings flapping, because it's gonna have a flapping animation. Well, maybe a flag would work. Let's see. Did I close it by accident like a dummy? I did. I mean, kinda. Yeah, kinda like that. Okay, we're gonna bookmark this so I remember where I got it. Frick, how do you bookmark on this godforsaken? Okay, done. And download this one. Am I able to download it, or is you doing this thing where you want me to pay for it? Screw it. I'll just make a random sound and I'll put a real good sound later. So what are we doing? Actually, first, let me BRB for a second.
Oh, please don't say that you'll go. My heart can't bear the news. Just knowing that you'll be 1,000 light years away if you do. And will you know when it's through? When you find what you're looking for, will you know what to do? 1,000 light years away when you do. Oh, when you do. And I should have said it before you were gone, 'cause I'm kicking myself for waiting. Oh, so long, and I should have held you near every time I fear somehow you just wouldn't feel the same. So please don't say that you'll go. My heart can't bear the news, just knowing that you'll be 1,000.
Okay, thank you for coming. I'm actually warming up soup, so I'll be back in like 2 minutes with soup.
Well, I'm just sitting here gazing up at the stars. Let's say we pick one out and call the whole thing ours. And even though that light we see ain't the same for you and me, well, you'll know and I'll know that you and I can't even be 1,000 light years away, and I'd still love you. Oh yes, I do. I love you.
Ham and lentil. I'm here, but I'm not gonna follow nothing till I eat. I just want to focus on eating. It's a ham and lentil soup. It's got potatoes, carrots, onion, garlic, peppers, yellow squash, ham. I think I said potatoes, right? Dried lentils, split peas, celery, ham. And I used a base of beef broth and water with some seasonings. And also there's some rice in it. Yeah, the ham I got, we shot mainly at Aldi. They had a whole like ham steak, and it was like $5 or something, which these days it's not that bad for a ham steak. It's like it's a big piece of ham. Chop it up into small cubes, throw that sucker in there, including the bone. Take the bone out, you know, later. Oh, it's so good. Oh yeah, ham bones are delicious. I'll put like whole chicken thighs in a chicken soup and then just take it out at the end and take the meat off the bone. Yeah, I really like when you like slow simmer meat and you like falls apart. Put it back in the soup. Same with like stew beef with like, you know, the carrots and potatoes with peppers and stuff and mushrooms. Simmer that and add a slurry to thicken it up into a gravy on top of rice. Ugh. Talk about the Dragon Ball Z creator. Because I heard about that. I didn't grow up with Dragon Ball Z, but like I've seen it like around. So it made me sad. I was like, oh. So many people's childhoods. Oh, I'm sorry. I've only actively cried for 2 people who were famous because I don't, you know, I'm not that attached to famous people because I know that they're paid to act. But Robin Williams and Carrie Fisher. And I was also kind of upset when Leonard Nimoy died because I really love Spock. Yeah, poor Michael Jackson. He got screwed so hard. I didn't grow up with Linkin Park. Honestly, I never really heard of Linkin Park until I went to Skittle streams back in the day. But I was also sad because I know how he died. I was like, oh, that's sad. I'm sorry. And yeah, Robin Williams. I didn't watch a lot of his non-children movies. I think the only one I've seen that's a non-children movie is Dead Poet Society. But that was my childhood. I was like, no! Not the genie! Not Peter Pan, no! Shout out to Robin, he was a gamer. Such a gamer, he named his child after Zelda. Yeah, those are some very angsty, depressed songs, unfortunately. Now I'm not starving. I felt myself slowing down, which meant I needed food. Oh, this is Hollow Knight music. Okay, what was it? What were we doing, sir?
Well, that was the hint. We should make it sound great.
Oh.
Let's add a sound effect when the player's jumping. We will use this existing...
You know, my entire life... Okay, turn off BRB stuff because I'm done. I'm done eating. My entire life, I would get shakes and headaches if I was hungry, and both my parents told me I didn't know what I was talking about. Especially my dad. He would motion at me having a tiny bit to pinch as a child, so, you know, baby fat. And was like, yeah, I can tell you're hungry. And then when I got older, my mother would be like, oh, you're not hungry. You shouldn't be that weak to be shaking if you're hungry. You depend on food too much. There's a reason why I don't talk to my parents. Stuff like that. It's like, no, I'm hungry. No, you're not. You're fine. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. You're fine. No, I'm not fine. I'm hungry. It's like you could be sad or you can laugh at it. It's just so stupid. I laugh at it. So we're adding it. Yeah, exactly. That hunger migraine, it goes away. Once I eat.
With a condition for when the player pushes the jump key, and we will play a sound, and let's choose sound from the asset store.
I'm gonna create a sound. I've never used this thing, so I want to see how it works. Oh dear Jesus, no, not that. Definitely not that. Okay, let's see. How does this work? Free to the community. If you enjoy using it, consider sending a donation. Okay, we'll use that. That's less scary sounding.
There's actually hundreds of sound.
Well, my dad liked anime, so we kind of watched what he liked, but I think my favorite one, I have seen a couple of like the classics. Like I've seen Fullmetal Alchemist, traumatized me. I was way too young to watch that. I was a very sensitive child. It was very well made, but it scared the frick out of me. I'm trying to think. Because I like much older stuff. My brain just keeps going to Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicles. It's a fantasy anime. It's made by Clamp. You know how Clamp has like the same 5 characters and they make different animes with them? It has the card captor Sakura Girl, but in a completely different context. I had never seen Cardcaptor Sakura though. Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicle. I've seen Ghost in the Shell, but I don't remember a lot of it, but I love the intro music. The intro music of season 1 and 2 changed my entire perspective of existence. They're so good. Rest in peace, Orega. Hi, little baby. Hi, Fluffy Man. Hi. Are you the Fluffy Man and your brother's the Fuzzy Man? Yeah. Hi. What? What, small child? Hi, baby. Are you a good boy? I also love Magic Knight Rayearth, but that's a more children's girly anime. I liked Razifan. Oh, you mean Ghost in the Shell? I liked not the movie. I haven't seen the movie. I've seen the series. I don't know how many series there are. I saw Ghost in the Shell, and then I saw one I think is meant technically like a season 2, but it's like a separate series name. I forget the name of it. What the frick was the name of it? We have Ghost in the Shell. Not the Scarlett Johansson thing, which makes no sense. Standalone Complex, that's the other one. Yeah. I liked Razifan too. Razifan was good. I don't remember all of it, but what I do remember, I remember it being good. Like, I don't remember entireties of plot lines to those, but I remember liking them, and I remember loving the intros.
Ones in here that you can play with. I'm gonna search for one that I like. Okay, I found this jump sound. I like start with a volume of 50 so we can always increase or decrease it, and pitch is how fast it's gonna be played. Let's see what this sounds.
Let's put it 1 like he said, and let's see how this works. I've heard of Ninja Scroll, and I have not seen the original Ghost in the Shell movie, but I have seen the first few minutes for the animation with, like, they were going around, like, I think it was Japan, like, that nice... Wasn't there, like a little boat in one part of it and stuff? The very, very beginning of it? Where it's, like, just showing off how good everyone can draw, because, like, frick you guys. Okay, so that worked.
It's like... I think that sounds great. It is a little boring.
Yeah, I've seen the first few minutes. Actually, I think I have the movie available to me on Tubi, because that's how I watch stuff. I don't have access to any streaming services, except for Disney Plus, because someone is sharing their password with me, but I think Disney Plus is going to stop that eventually, so rip. But I think I actually have access to the movie, I just haven't seen it. Yeah, Ninja Scroll... I think my dad watched that, and he said, no, you shouldn't watch this one. Even he knew, Mr. wanting me to watch the thing at 10 years old, no, maybe you shouldn't watch that one. So, that and I think it's called Akira. Is that the name of it? That's an anime, or an anime movie, right? I know, he said don't watch that either.
Because there's a fun trick that Helper
And
Wesley
Perfect Blue and Paprika, all those he said, no, absolutely not.
Of the sound every time by using random with step, and we will...
My boyfriend saw Akira as a child. He was like, that's super gory, Dad. Why is this on? Whee! Why doesn't it not sound nearly as random as I was expecting it? Did I do it wrong?
We'll set this to 0.8 to 1.2, and the step will be 0.2.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, you're right. No, that's definitely not a para one. No. I'm a good girl. This sounds the same to me. Am I doing it wrong? I don't even know what that is, but it's okay. Got to let them know. It's still making the same sound when even though I want it to be random. Why are you not playing randomly? Am I doing it wrong? Oh, female ninja. Oh, that can go one of many ways.
So this actually will have three values. It could be 0.8, 1.0, or 1.2. And this will add some variety to the sound.
Mine is not playing randomly. I am doing something wrong. Okay, random with step. That's what he did, right?
For our 10th action, let's play some music.
No, frick your music. I want to know why my thing isn't working.
And the step will be...
Okay, he's using... Put the sound file, play sound. Is this the same thing? Yes, play a sound. Looping, no. Volume 50, random with step. Okay, let's do drastic measures here. Let's do... 1, 5, 8. That's such a drastic in pitch. That has to be what's telling if it's working, and I just can't tell. Yeah, it's not working. I don't get it. I don't know. Well, whatever. I'll figure it out later.
0.2. So this actually will have three values. It could be 0.8.
There's commas, right? Commas. Meow. 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 It's not doing what I want it to do, and I don't understand why, but okay.
1.0 or 1.2. And this will add some variety to the sound.
It does it for him.
For our 10th action, let's play some music. This is another song that I found inside the GDevelop Asset Store.
Play a music file. Where are you adding that to? At the beginning of... Okay. I'm a child. I'm just a child. So everything worked except for the varying sound effect thing, and I don't... Let me just see if it's just because I made it with a file. Which shouldn't be the case, but let's just see. That doesn't play at all. I want to know why the sound doesn't do random trash. I want to understand. Oh well.
And we will choose to loop it so the player can keep playing forever. Let's see what our music sounds like. Okay, I like that because it's just a relaxing beat that makes the game feel less stressful than it can be at times. In fact, my goal for this game is to make it easy to play and not as stressful as the actual Flappy Bird game. There are a couple things I forgot to include. For instance...
That's Half-Life music. It's from the main game, I think. I can't, let me see. We can have a happy, joyful sound instead. Highly recommend Ooblets, by the way. Ooblets. Oh, it's such a fun game. So it's basically, it's a creature catcher game, but instead of like, you know, like Pokemon, you beat the frick out of each other, it's a dance battle with cards. And instead of trying to throw a ball to catch them, if you win the dance battle, you have the option for them to give you a seed, and then you plant them in your garden, and then they grow in a little flower pod. I love Ooblets.
The player can go off the screen like this and fly as high as they want, and sometimes they can actually get over those walls. So we want to make sure the player cannot do that. What we can do is add a behavior to the player.
Okay, before I go with the history, I'm going to show you Ooblets. Oh, it's actually 40% off right now. And it's on the Switch. Honestly, your daughter might like this game. It's so cute. Little ooblet friends. They are friend-shaped. Look at them. I have multiple mushroom friends because there's different types of mushroom friends. I haven't found him yet. He's cute.
And the behavior is stay on screen. When we add this behavior, it should prevent the player from leaving the screen. It does have a little bit of jitter, which we could probably address, but of course it would take some new events to do that. But at least now they can't leave the screen. The other thing I noticed is that the player doesn't die when they hit the ground, they just kind of bounce on it. We can add a condition to this action that determines if the player is colliding with a wall. We need to turn this into an OR condition, and we will say the cat bottom is greater than the top of the floor. We do need to disable the platform behavior, which is keeping the player from touching the ground.
Yay! I hope she likes it. It's so much fun, and it's not actually that hard to play at all, so I hope she has fun. It's such a cute game. There's actually kind of a lot to do because she can also make herself have a cute little farm on there, and not just for that. Each of the little guys, you have to grow things to like be able to dance with them. It's fairly fun. I think she'll like it. And there's no violence, so that's fun. I need to know what her favorite ooblet is. Right now my favorites are Shroombo and Dumburb. Yay! So I think I'm almost done with this tutorial.
So we'll just delete a platform behavior. Now let's try it out. There you go. Now when the player hits the ground, which is keeping the player from touching the ground. So we'll just delete a platform behavior. Now let's try it out.
Okay.
We can add a condition to this action that determines if the player is colliding with a wall. We need to turn this into an OR condition, and...
Okay, so what are we doing? We're putting the OR condition... OR condition where? Here. Okay. OR. Okay.
We will say the cat bottom is...
There's a bottom? The cat has a bottom. Oh no, why does the cat have a bottom?
greater than the top of the floor. We do need to disable the platform behavior, which is keeping the player from touching the ground. So we'll just delete it.
Okay. Oh. I'll be right back. Gotta feed my cats. Hey, Junimo. Where's your brother? Hi, Sargo. Let's go. I know you're gonna pass away. See? Oh, what good man, you just said immediately. Good boy. There you go. What do you want? There you go. A nice full bowl of water. Whoops, just punch the microphone. Why not? My greedy little gremlins are eating. Probably work on some assets over the weekend and like adding them to this game. Thing is, I would have to do this over again. Or just delete the other scene for the tutorial because it's useless now. But I'll worry about that later. So he said... First of all, he said get rid of the platform behavior for this. Which apparently I've already done. Oh wait, I made a new one and didn't put the platform behavior. Okay, that's what happened.
The platform behavior. Now let's try it out. There you go. Now when the player hits the ground, it makes the game end just like hitting a wall. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, now I can see what it is you wrote because you didn't show. Okay, let's see. I don't even see it. Where the frick is it?
Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's it. That's our 10 actions. That's all we got for this game. Don't forget to check out ground, which is keeping the player from touching the ground. So we'll just delete it. A platform behavior. Now let's try it out. There you go. Now
I don't see what you did, sir. What did you do?
we need to turn this into an OR condition, and we will say the cat bottom is greater than the
Okay. Wait. I guess one?
Top of the floor.
I guess that's what it is because... That doesn't work for me. I'm doing something wrong.
We do need to disable the platform behavior, which is keeping the player from touching the ground. So we'll just delete a platform behavior. Now let's try it out. There you go. Now when the player hits the ground, it makes the game end just like hitting a wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's...
Okay, that didn't... First of all, it's not even in his final thing. Anywhere. So, frick this. I don't... It's not working and I don't... Actually, wait. Let me try something. What about this? There we go. Okay, that actually makes more sense. Okay, I got it to work. I fixed it. Alright, that's... Anything else?
But that's our 10 actions. That's all we got for this game. Don't forget to check out my other video.
Alright. So, we got the game to work everything except for the varying sound, and I don't understand why, so... That works. Why is it that one doesn't work if the other ones do? That doesn't make any sense. Let me see. Random with step. No better way to know than look the trash up. Let me try that. No. Let me try what they're doing. Doesn't exactly work here. Random. Alright. So the basic idea is done, actually. Yeah, we can see where we started and see where we ended up. Okay, that. That's me tapping the button while I play it. I'm tapping to the song. Because I'm 5. Alright, now let me try again with let's see what happens if I add one more layout. I just want to see if it'll actually fill up if I do that. Okay, so let's add a new sprite. I don't really have... Actually, wait, do I have any of my old sticker designs on here? Videos, music, pictures... No. Okay. Alright, I'll just make some in Pixel real quick. So we have the mushroom. We'll have another mushroom. How about that? We'll have a skinnier mushroom. We'll have... We'll have a skinny mushroom. And the color will be the one with some of those pretty blue ones. Make a darker stalk or stem. Whoopsie doodles. Okay, and okay, instead of thistle, we're gonna do enemies, and we're going to put all of these in enemies because it'll all be the same thing, and then enemies, and then wherever thistle is, enemies, enemies. Okay, I think that's all of the places, and then let's see how this works. Doesn't. Okay, the hitbox sucks, but yes, it does in fact work. Alright, it does work. Okay, yes. I'm so happy that I have a thing that works. Yay! So I got the basic Flappy Bird bit to work. Now I just need to make all the assets to make it pretty. And I also would like to make a thing that would make him go faster for a minute. But I am curious to see how a flying animation would look with the twisty bit. So we're just gonna... Did I export those? Did I? I don't remember. Frick. I think I did. So let me see. If I open... I'm just gonna put the block and everything. I'm not gonna cut this out or nothing. I just want to see. Is that working or not? Oh, he is going to save as a zip. Alright. There we go. Alright, it's gonna look stupid because it's a block, but let me have this. Well, I would say I got pretty far. Hey, Junimo. So what I want to do, I want to have random birds fly from up top, and you'd have to try not to hit the birds. Actually, I could try that out since I'm here, right? External add birds. Just birds, why not? Choose scene. So how would I do that? Okay, let's just have like a little friend-shaped bird. It's gonna be woodpeckers, but I'm not looking at a reference. I'm just throwing stuff together just to see if it'll work. Beautiful. I want it to be woodpeckers because I don't want it to be crows, because crows are always the bad guy, and like there's other birds besides crows, so beautiful. Let's make I forget, how do you make event group? Can I spell? No, absolutely not. Never claimed I could. Let's put this up here. Have it maybe be 4 seconds for that one. I'll have to work that out because I want them to also be animated and probably have them have some kind of force. So maybe I should have made them a tiled object. A new object, tiled sprite. Choose file. bird test. And then we could choose bird test somewhere in here. Okay, cancel. Okay, it doesn't want to select the bird. Love that. Wonderful. Love that for me. Okay, we need to make another bird. Screw it. We'll just make a circle. I just want to see if this works. Put this circle here. And then give the circle the parallax behavior. Parallax. Okay, that doesn't work. It just makes a bunch of spots. So forget that one. It was an attempt, but it was a bad attempt. Let's try that again, because I did it in the wrong layer. Oh, that worked! Haha! Alright, that worked! I have to tweak all of that to make it perfect, but like... Alright, so I think... What time is it? It's almost 4. I'm trying to think, is there anything other that's small that I can try and achieve before I end? I'm trying to think. Think so. I mean, I would like to have a random spawn of a power-up, but I don't even know how to do that, so I would have to look into that. And my brain is starting to slow down because I've been doing this for almost 4 hours. But like, considering I started from something that looks like this with nothing to this, I think I did good. Okay, I think what I will do is I'll have some things on top that are obstacles, like birds, but then I'll have like other butterflies and bees just flying past in the background, like smaller that aren't really a problem, just to make the world feel more alive. Kind of want to see if I can make the stuff look like it's kind of waving back and forth a little bit, like the world is like kind of alive, but that requires tweening. I don't know how to do tweening, so listen, if we're gonna play Portal Stories, Mel, we're gonna play the trailer theme, which is my favorite soundtrack from the game. Alright. Let me see. I'm having fun. Now that I finally got started doing something, I'm having fun. Whee! Yeah, and I almost 100%ed the Turnip Boy game I got with your donation. So, thank you. I managed to get a couple things with that. I got the game, which is a game I've been wanting since it came out a month and a half ago. I got some new leggings because I didn't really have very many pairs of pants that fit anymore. So I have some new leggings. I got a pair of sunglasses I needed. Things to hold my hair up so I don't always use hair ties because hair ties are bad. So I got a bunch of stuff. Thank you. Doesn't look good, but I'm just proud of myself. So let me just, before I end, because I'm tired now. The tired is kicking in. I think I'm just gonna like potato while I watch Bailey's vlog. I need to make it so this doesn't overlap. Okay, let me see something. There were a 2-pack. They're not really super stylized or anything. They're just solid color, but that's fine. Potato. That's a potato, right? Is it a potato or a bean? I think it's a potato. Yeah, it's a potato. Whew. Why is my thing like confusing me again? Okay. That goes over there. Okay, over here. Alright. Okie dokie, I think we are done. It's been almost 4 hours. My brain is starting to be like, and I still have to make dinner later, so I'm just gonna flop and watch Bailey's vlog. Potato. Ultimate potato. So, yes, we can close all of this. Whoops. These streams have been fun. I like this of the game dev stream. It keeps me from getting distracted. Where'd my cat go? Oh, he abandoned me. I understand. It's okay. I understand, Junimo. Hi, thank you everyone for coming and watching. Brain catch up with the rest of you. Thank you everyone for coming and watching. If anyone's watching this archive back, please subscribe if you're on YouTube, or follow if you're on Twitch. And my brain is dead. See you all later. Bye!